Motorsport Show, time to talk about the Bend, mate, and you know I've got a passion for it. I love it out there, and there's a reason, mate. I proposed to my wife-to-be at the Bend through Sam Shahin, sat in a nice McLaren, mate. It was an Ayrton Senna, and so once you put the person you want to propose to in an Ayrton Senna, it's too hard to say no.
Is that true?
It's a true story, 100% true story.
Yep,
Sam looked after me, mate, out there on the track.
Is that right?
Yeah, keep it a secret, but I'm happy to share it with you and some of the viewers, mate. Anyway, let's talk about the marketing coordinator, Cameron Dew, joins us. Cam, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, mate, before we get to all the stuff you want to talk about, there's a fair bit to talk about, the supercars, the drag and all that.
Yeah.
I always like to talk to you guys about the museum. I love the museum when I go out there. For you, the first time you went, I don't know if you've been out there, mate. Yeah. There's the most amazing display of cars. For you, the very first time you went out, be it for an interview for the job, mate, or out to have a look, what was your memory?
Yeah, so I first went out there in 2018 at a local club meeting, and you'll never forget walking in, and the cars have changed even so much since then, and there's still some of the original ones in there, so... it blows your mind that those cars are here in Adelaide, sitting up at Tailem Bend, and anyone can go and see them. It's free all the time. You can just walk in there and have a look around, and people do. People come through all day, every day.
That's the thing we need to let the public know about, I think, is that you can just go up there and pop your head in and
have a look.
And whatever. Because the number of people I've spoken to after we've had various people on from the Bend on our show have said, oh, yeah, but, you know, what's the ticketing price? Well, but I believe that you can just go in. They don't think so, but I'm glad you said that because, you know, I think it's important the public know that they can go up and have a look. Go and have a look.
We're going to have to get the cameras down there with you, Cam. Bit of marketing tip for you, mate. We'll walk through and show everyone what they're missing out on. Hey, mate, you got a marketing degree. What you could have gone anywhere. What drew you to make a motorsport?
Motorsport's my passion, so it's the thing I love in terms of sport, and it's the thing that's outside of obviously your family and everything. It's one of the most important things to me. So an opportunity came up at the perfect time. I didn't think I was going to get it, but Sam and the team at the Bend had faith in me, and I've been learning ever since. So it's been a great induction into the industry, and particularly in motorsport. All
right, let's talk about one of the events you're talking about marketing and trying to promote, mate, while you're here. The Supercars, the On The Run Supercar Sprint, July 29 to 31. What can we expect?
Yeah, it's going to be probably our biggest one yet, I think. So we've jam-packed the on-track schedule. So normally we'd have 3 or 4 support categories. This year we've got 5. And then we've got all the entertainment that the punters love to see from the hill as well. So it's going to be exciting, and it is in winter, but we've got all the entertainment to counter the cold, so it should be fantastic. You
know, when you talk about the supercars that come out, you always think it's the V8s. Whenever you hear the word supercar, immediately associate with the V8s. But the Porsches are there. There's other cars, aren't there?
Yeah, so the Porsche Carrera Cup will be there, which our managing director, Sam Shin, actually races in, so he'll be doubling.
And he's won a couple too.
He had a good run on the weekend, actually, up in Darwin. So they'll go to Townsville, and then they'll come down to the Bend as well. We've got the historic touring cars, so the Group N historics, which are like the Alan Moffat, Peter Brock era cars from the late 60s, early 70s, and they're all period, so that's a lot of local guys. We'll get guys from WA, Victoria, New South Wales, all bringing their cars in from around the country, so there'll be about 40 of them out there, and then a few other support categories to complement it all as well.
Competition's a bit hot now too in the supercars. It's just starting to warm up a little bit too. It's not a one-sided affair, which people might have thought it would be, but on the weekend with was it Mossett? Chaz Mossett having a win, and you know that just opens it all up again, doesn't it? Really, because it's going to be tight. So your event now, I think, becomes a really important event, which is great for us anyway.
Yeah, exactly. We're sort of right in the middle of the season, so and everyone's kind of, the gap's still there, but everyone's catching Shane Van Gisbergen a little bit, and this is a track that tends to favour a few of the Cam Waters, Anton De Pasquale, the guys that are right behind him in the championship standing. So I think, in terms of the narrative of the whole season, it could be a big turning point for the championship.
Yeah, it is a magnificent track. Hey, mate, normally when you have an event like you're having on the 29th of July to 31st, entertainment seems to play a big part in motorsport. So after the race, there's always stuff leading into it and stuff after. The entertainment, what kind of package, if you're going out there, would you see after the race?
Absolutely. So after the race on Saturday, we've got drag car demonstrations. So that'll build into, and then we've got some fireworks as well. So, but all throughout the day, we've tried to centre our, just because of the distance from Adelaide, we've tried to centre all our entertainment to happen throughout the day. So we've got a lot going on in between the supercars action. We've got DJs playing and all that sort of thing that people like to walk around and take in as they wander around the paddock.
One of the things I often hear is Taylor Men, it's a bit too far away, it's too hard to get there. But you guys have put a really good subsidy together with the buses out of Murray Bridge, Mount Barker and Adelaide as well.
Yeah, and as of this morning, we've actually added one. So we've changed one. There's going to be one going from Colonnades at Noarlunga, and we've made one go from Elizabeth as well. So we're chopping and changing that based on the popularity, and people are absolutely loving that. So in conjunction with the South Australian Tourism Commission, we've been able to put that together.
So what's the cost of getting a ticket?
$5.
$5. How's that, mate?
So
$5.
That's what it is.
Yeah, if you think about $2.30 a litre.
It's not bad at that. It's pretty good.
$5, you can go out there, you can have a few drinks, or if you're taking the family, you can all go up together, and you don't have to worry about sitting in the car trying to find a park or anything like that. You can just jump on the bus, $5 each way, and you're at the racetrack.
Can't be any better than that. You touched on it before, mate. There's going to be some drags at the end, and obviously that leads into something that's been developed out there at the Bend, mate. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, so it's probably the biggest development since the original track was open. Well, it is. There's no doubt about it. So being in marketing, I understand sort of what our fans and followers of the Bend Motorsport Park are wanting, and this thing just absolutely, anytime we post anything about this or put out any messaging around the drag strip, it absolutely blows up. So at the end of the year, we'll be opening a world-class drag strip over near the sort of service station part of the precinct. And yeah, we're expecting huge crowds and huge cars to come from...
Huge noise.
Yeah, big noise as well. From
Such a big noise, no doubt about that. You need to get down to the track, you need to either get on the bus or you need to jump in your car. Certainly July 29 to the 31, the supercars on the run, the super sprint, it will be sensational. You need to get down there and support it. Cameron, really appreciate your time. No doubt it'll be absolutely fantastic.
No problem, thanks for having us.
Good on you, stay with us. Still, some more to come.